Alright, yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy Tucker, and today, I know it's been a while since you guys have heard from me. I've had a little bit of stuff happen in my life. I finally got a new job, but but yeah, so that's pretty cool. And but anywho, so the other day at work, I was thinking, man, I haven't played Diablo in a while. Because see, I don't know if you guys know this or not. I like ARPGs. They're pretty cool. However, there is a bit of a stipulation here with the fact of, and I don't know how to explain this other than saying Diablo 3 to me is the best ARPG I've ever played. And I know, I'm probably going to get some hate for that, some backlash and all that. That's fine. However, with that being said, I just thought that I would just talk about it while I play because, well, that's what I'm somewhat good at. Anywho, I don't know if I'm going to have a face cam for this, but anywho, just if y'all forgot what I looked like, you know. So I think it is this one. Yeah, okay. So this is it's my guy, Shirogoreth. Yes, I named him after the guy from Skyrim. Well, not just Skyrim, but the Elder Scrolls games. And I haven't made it very far. I just, you know, I don't know. I started playing it a little earlier. I don't know how long this video is going to be. It might be a little bit. I'm not sure. But anywho. But with that being said, so we're okay. So I got to go here. Okay. So anywho, as I was saying, I like ARPGs, like Diablo 3, right? And I've played Diablo 2, I've played Diablo 4, maybe not as much as I've played Diablo 3, but I grew up playing Diablo 3. And it, honestly, to me, it is one of the best ARPGs I've ever played. I prefer it over Diablo like 2 and Diablo 4. Which I know that might be a little, you know, a little bit of heresy. However, just something about it, you know. It's just like, to me, it's just better. And I know, obviously, and I'm playing as a wizard. I usually play as a necromancer, but I kind of wanted to do something a little different, and obviously this is not optimized. I've never really played as a wizard. But see, I played this for the first time on the Xbox 360 because, and I'm pretty sure this was the first Diablo game that came out on a console. And I played it on the 360, and it was, I don't know, it was very, I guess, it changed the way that I look at things. But yeah. And it was just, I don't know. It scratches a part of my brain that other ones haven't, you know? Like, I know, also, this is like the first time I've played this on PC. And any other one that I've played has, like, you don't control it. You control it with WASD, not, what's it called? Not just your mouse. And honestly, like, it's taken me a little bit of time to kind of, like, get used to it. But yeah, and obviously, I don't know. I don't, like, it's been a while since I've played it, but anywho. But yeah, and see, and like, that's my thing, is it, I don't know, it does something for me that other ones don't. And I'll show you in a minute what I mean, because this is it's what I would like to call, it is simply complex, because it's simple. You don't have to have a spreadsheet to figure out, is this good? Is this good? You know, like, okay, let me kind of walk back a little bit, kind of. I don't know if I'm out of thing yet. No, I'm not. I don't know. I'll show you here in a second. Oh, okay. So let's just go to the skills tab. Okay, this is your skills, right? I'm gonna go ahead and put on spectral blade. I don't. Okay, and then arcane orb, speed and damage. I think I'm gonna just keep ray of frost for now. Don't have anything in that. Okay. So anywho, but this is the skill tree, right? You have like 4 main skills, and then you can put runes on it. This is what I like about it, because it's cool. It's like, okay, cool. I can make this take, like, basically give me mana back, which is really cool. I have magic missile. Oh, I can do more damage with magic missile. Ooh, I can put on what is essentially chain lightning. Okay, cool. I can put on like floating things, and this is it. And then it's like, oh, okay. Then you have like these skills, right? Which is really cool. It's like, okay, cool. I don't know. And like I said, since I just started the game, I don't really have a whole lot of stuff. But, I can put on, whenever I'm obviously at the level, I can put on any of these, right? And, I can do these. I don't have these unlocked, so I don't really know what's behind these. But, and I didn't know this before I got it, like before I actually played it. But I was going to make a comment about how I like the inventory system in Diablo 3, the console edition. Because, hold up, let me go ahead. Oh, and I'm back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and show you guys just an idea of a skill tree for those of you who have never played an ARPG. Like Diablo, Path of Exile, Last Epoch, Grim Dawn. I played Grim Dawn a little bit. I haven't played it a whole lot, so I don't know the full oomph of it. I played a good bit of Last Epoch. I don't know how many hours or what level I was. I usually go with the Necromancer. That's one of my favorite. But when I played Diablo 3, I played it different than, say, you would think, right? Because I didn't play it as like a summoner. I played it as, I used what I would like to call a corpse explosion build. Basically, when I kill people, it drops a corpse. I can blow up that corpse, killing more people, creating more corpses, and I can clear a room in like 2 seconds. You get me? That's what I liked. And I know it's probably like, well, Tucker, obviously, I mean, that's the meta, man. I don't know. The game's been out for nearly 15 years. I had that realization on the way home earlier, and it hit. Damn. So let me just pull up. We'll pull up like even Diablo 4, right? Diablo 4 skill tree. Right. Okay. And then we'll pull up a Diablo. I know. I would probably have these like already pulled up, but this is kind of a spur of the moment thing. Okay. So let's see. Okay, well I guess that's technically a skill tree. Well, okay, if I could get one that's not literally at like 24p, that would be nice. Okay. So, actually, yeah. Let me just pull up like what you see. So, uh, I guess yeah, that'll work for the example I'm trying to give. Right. Okay. And let me find one that's I don't know, one that kind of looks the equivalent of right. Like okay. So yeah. Okay. So this is Diablo 3's skill tree. This is this is what I got, man. I didn't really have much to work with. So as you can see, as it kinda, let me zoom in a little bit. Okay. Well, that zoomed in the page, but not this. Okay. I don't know. Either way, you can just see that it has 3 little dingles and all that, right? Well, okay. And is this one also zoomed in? Okay. Well, I'm gonna just zoom this out, I guess. So this is what a Diablo 4 skill tree looks like, right? I don't know what any of this means because I haven't played Diablo 4 in a while. So, but anywho, so this is just kind of an idea of what a skill tree looks like in like Diablo, right? Like okay, like I mean, y'all saw what the skill tree looked like in uh just a second ago, but then it zooms out and it's like okay, cool. This is I'm pretty sure what the complete no sorry not final okay apologies. So this is also. Can we get like an official skill tree that's not a possible? Okay, and like this. This is what I mean when I say this is what I don't like. Now, ladies and gentlemen at home, I've played Path of Exile. I played it for a good while, but it was too much. You get me? And like like the last epoch. I played the last epoch and it was cool. I enjoyed playing it. It kind of scratched it a little bit, but I think to me because I didn't grow up playing Diablo 1, Diablo 2, I didn't play those. I didn't even really know what an ARPG was until this one guy that I worked with at my other job. He was telling me, he was like, dude, have you ever heard of this game? And I was like, oh, I have heard of this game. And he was like, bro, it's like this game. And I was like, oh my god, dude, that has a name. And it was called an ARPG. And he was like, yeah. But, anywho, but that's the thing, right? Is when a skill tree looks like this is no longer a video game. If you have to have Excel open to play a game, it's not fun, in my opinion. Some people get off to that. I don't. I'm very simple. I like a point and click adventure, basically. But anywho, but that's my thing, right? Is it's really fun for the simple fact of also I just realized that I don't have any like game audio. So we're just gonna alt tab and we're gonna hit that and we're gonna do that and then we're gonna do this and okay. I'm sorry, I have my headset turned down. So anywho, but do you get what I'm saying? Whenever I'm I was unaware of what this did. I thought I threw swords at people. Cool. Anywho. Okay. So, but that's my thing, right? Is And don't get me wrong, I have nothing against any of the other ARPGs mentioned in this. By no means am I saying they're the worst games ever, and I hope whoever plays them like implodes or something. I'm not saying that. Okay, well I can't wear that. Okay. But, and I know that, like, it's like, oh, well, Tucker, it's not as good. Well, it's good to me. Must be shoveling off, I guess. But, you get what I'm saying? It's not that the other games are bad, by any means. I'm not, like I said, I've played Diablo 4. It's fun. However, let's see, is that? I don't know if that's as good. Wait, can I? Oh, it's two-handed. Oh, I hate. Oh, but anyway. So I didn't really pull it up, but in the console version of this game, the inventory system was different in the way of it, because that's another thing that I don't like about ARPGs. And the best way I can describe it is the Resident Evil style of inventory. Like, okay. And when I say that, I mean, not that one, this one. Where it's like, okay, cool. Well, I have however many slots I have. I ain't counting this. But you get what I'm saying? I don't like this. Because in, okay, hold on. Now I kind of, I think I gotta show you guys. Okay, let me reopen Google again. So, inventory. Okay. So, yeah. Okay. And now it could be crazy because I don't know. Like I said, I haven't played the console version. Well, I played it when I was younger, but I always remember the inventory looking something like this, where you don't have the little like 50 slots. You have, it's like a menu where you kind of do that, and then you do that. That's what I remember, right? Now, I don't know why, because this is what I don't like. I don't like this one. I like this one. And every ARPG I play, or have ever played, has this system. Which is fine, don't get me wrong. It's just not my personal cup of tea. Now, I don't know, I could just be kind of goofy. That's a possibility. I have been known to be a bit of a goofster. I don't care, bro. But that's just me. So I don't remember, where am I supposed to go? I feel like I'm supposed to go over here. But anywho, defile crit.
Thanks a lot.
But that's my thing. Is I have nothing against the other ARPGs out there. Like I said, by no means are they bad games. However, there's something about this that just has something that the other ones don't. And it might be nostalgia. I don't know. I can't say it is or it isn't,
I wish I could do that.
But that's just me. And like I said, I could be crazy. I don't doubt that. But there's just something that this game does that the other ones don't. And I don't know if it's... Oh, I got a hat. 5% extra gold. I think I'm okay. And that's another thing, is this game is not hard. Like, I'm playing on hard. I know that's like, oh, I mean, man, you're really pushing the limits of how far you can go. I can already hear the people that would comment saying, oh, But that's the thing, is I don't have a build in mind. I'm just playing as wizard. I've heard like a jar of souls. Okay. But you know, I was about to say, if I just stand here, are they gonna do anything? But you get what I'm saying, is it's one of those things of, I enjoy Diablo 3 more than I do, say, other ones, just for the simple fact of, and like I said, it could be nostalgia, it could be because smooth brain, I don't know. But all I do know is that I enjoy it. And I enjoy it more than, what is it called?
My old masters could see me now.
I enjoy it more than, what is that game called? More than, like, Path of Exile. Because Path of Exile is difficult. Like, not in the sense of the gameplay's hard. I'm not gonna lie to you, just about every game plays about the same. Just with little niche little differences. Which is great. I like a little bit variety. Let's see. Yeah, that one's a little better. But you get what I'm saying? Shatter. Yeah, I'll take that one. And then I have Arcane Torrent. Yeah, we'll try it out. Arcane Torrent, I guess. But that's my thing. Is all of this stuff is cool and great, I guess, yeah. Holy deals 6% more damage. Tartarian intelligence, 2 life per second. I guess, because resistances. So I don't know what's good and what's not. I don't really care either. But that's the thing, is it does something that the other games don't, which I don't know. Like, it's really hard to explain. And I've had like a whole week to think about this, because I've been thinking about playing this for like a week, but I just haven't had time to. But that's the thing, right? Is it does something that the other games don't, and I think it's how simple it is. Now, if you like a game with a little more oomph to it, I would recommend The Last Epoch, and if you play on console, I would recommend Grim Dawn. They're both really good games. If you like a game where you have to break out a spreadsheet to play the game and play it good, then I would recommend Path of Exile. It's free, but I'm pretty sure. I don't know if Path of Exile 2 is free. But that's the thing. Is, like, I hope that makes sense. because I mean, I know it makes sense to me because I'm the one who's saying it, but it's like, I don't know. It's just, there's just something about this game that just does it a little better than everything else. And that's even going with the Diablo 2 and Diablo 4. Now, I know, me saying that I did not much care for Diablo 2 in the ARPG thing is kind of like heresy. And you know, honestly, that's okay. That's just my opinion. If you like it, that's great. I'm glad you enjoyed it. It wasn't bad to me. It was just, I grew up playing this. You know, I didn't grow up with the clunky controls of Diablo 1. I didn't grow up with the game design of Diablo 2. Or however you want to say it, defend it, do whatever you want to do to it.
The crown must be in one of the other ones.
I grew up with this. But that's just me. You know, I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. I think I'm going the right way. I was just in here though. That's the thing. Did I miss something? Oh, wrong one. No. Maybe I missed something in the other one. But, and that's another thing, is the early game for this, to me, because that's another thing I like, and I know I'm going to sound like I'm 5 when I say, I like the pretty colors that this game provides. Okay, so I guess it's not here? Huh? Dude, am I like crazy? Because I can't open this. It's been a while since I've played this. And like, I feel like I came through here? Oh, I guess not. I guess it's this one. But that's the thing, right? Is all of them have their own little things that make them semi-unique. Whether it's, you know, whether you like, whether it's as simple as you like the way this game plays, or you like the way this game plays, you know? It's all about what do you prefer, you know? This is all just personal opinion, by the way. I have nothing against any of them. I cannot stress that enough. Because I feel like I will have people showing up at my door being like, you said that you didn't like Diablo 2. You know, and which, I'll be honest with you, I didn't. I did not just love Diablo 2. I didn't think it was just terrible. However, it would not be my first choice. Let's see. Reduce all cooldowns by 20%. I guess. But you get what I'm saying? It's just, I don't know. There's just something about it. And like I said, it is the best way I can describe it. It is simply complex. Because yes, there's builds. Like there's one build for the wizard that is like it's like a meteor build, but I think you have to have like this specific armor set, which is fine. Don't get me wrong. But that's another thing. Like when I played Elden Ring, or whenever I play Elden Ring, you know, I would watch like these build videos and be like, oh, cool. I want, this is what I want my character to do and to look like, but it never had the same effect. You get me? So, therefore, I never got to experience all these cool builds that you see on like YouTube, of like, this is the max bleed build that one shots every boss. You get me? And honestly, I'm okay with that because yes, I know. But that's my thing is it it would never look the same for me as it would for other people. Which, like I said, that's fine. Honestly, that makes it feel more unique. Like I've looked into builds for this game. I've looked into builds for like the wizard and the necromancer and all this. But that doesn't mean I'm gonna follow them. Yes, I know my inventory is limited. Shut up. But you get what I'm saying? It's cool but that's what I like. I like being able to pick up the game, play it, and it not have a damper on how I play if I don't play it a certain way. Now, I know some people may be like, well, Tucker, you always use the best stuff. And yeah, I mean, I'm not going to disagree and say that I've never done that. I mean, obviously, I've done that. Everybody's done that. I mean, yeah, I've played Skyrim and I've exploited. Yeah, I have, I have Daedric summons at like level 10, like obviously, yeah, I have been known to exploit a game or two. But there's just some things I don't know. And I don't know. It's just I feel like I'm just kind of going back and forth here. Like I said, I had a whole week of like thinking about this video, but I didn't put thought into it. You get me? Like obviously, I put enough thought into it to be like, yeah, I'm gonna make a video, but that's about the gist of it. But this video has been going on for 32 minutes long. I'm gonna just make a long story short. Long story short, I think Diablo 3 is probably one of the best, if not, well, the best, in my opinion, for anybody to pick up and play. Whether you just picked up, you're like, I've seen because something that I like about ARPGs, I don't like MMOs. I think MMOs are not bad games, however, they're just not my cup of tea. Like World of Warcraft, I didn't play World of Warcraft, it's just not, it ain't me. Not to mention the game came out like 20 something years ago, if not more, and I extremely behind on that, But this is like if you it's like an MMO, but it's different. I don't know. Like I don't really know what the difference is. I mean, obviously, if you guys want to leave a comment, tell me the difference. You're more than welcome to, obviously. But that might just be me, though. I don't know. It's just cool. I like it. Because, and another thing in my opinion, is other ARPGs are not as flashy in the beginning. Now, yeah, I've seen a bunch of builds from like Diablo 4, Path of Exile, and stuff like that, where, they'll be like level 100, but not everybody's gonna necessarily hit level 100. Like any build that I've seen for like Diablo 3, Diablo 2, or 4, or really any of them, are like late game builds, like minimum level 70, right? Now, admittedly, I'm RA level 13. It doesn't take just forever to level up in these games. But compared, I feel like this one has, I guess what I would like to call a bit of a flashier beginning. You know, because when I played Necromancer, by the time I got out of Act 1, I had my whole build already. Now, obviously, there were some new differences and changes. Like, you know, like obviously some of my abilities changed, or, you know, the like, what is it called? The like passives. Obviously, those changed, my gear changed. But other than that, I knew as soon as I got out of like, as soon as I got the like corpse explosion ability, I knew that's what I was going to build into, and so I did. Oh, great heavens. But you get what I'm saying? Like this, like, I'm not just max difficulty, you know, but I'm pretty low level. Um, nah. But you get what I'm saying? It's stuff like that, right? Like that. I know that's an early game boss, but it's fun, you know, like coming home, like not having to sweat, like, oh, if I get a drop that, like, literally, if you ever see a video and it's talking about how, like, people will spend, like, it'll be like a Destiny meme, and it'll be like, I just spent 72 hours to increase my damage by, like, 0.1%. It's like, why? Like, just because it's not optimal does not necessarily make it fun. Or unfun, you get me? Like, obviously, I'm not doing everything optimally. I'm playing the game to have fun. Like, if I wanted to speedrun the game, I wouldn't be going all the way over here, seeing what's over here, because I don't know what's over here. Oh, there's a barrel with a skeleton in it. Well, I wouldn't have known that unless I would have just came over here. Which I have. I mean, I didn't necessarily have to come over here, but I did. Because sometimes games, you know, they reward you for exploring. Now, not necessarily every game is going to reward you for exploring. Some of them kind of don't like when you do that. And honestly, so be it. Wand of Wounding. Oh, and I have a new slot available. I have ice armor. Right, you get what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what any of this does, but I want to find out. I want to figure out what that does. Like that, I don't care that I just got that. Like, okay, cool. Now, yeah, I mean, this is a little annoying, but it's not like, oh, you know? Like, so what that I got a shield for a different class? Oh, cool. Talk to Guy. You get what I'm saying? But that's just me. I love how I thought, like, I came into this fully being like, oh, cool, I'm just gonna do like, I'm gonna just do like a quick dungeon, but no, like, y'all just went through like an entire part of a quest line. Cool. But, you know, it's stuff like that, you know. Oh, cool, I got magic gloves, which are the same gloves, but they're different. Like, can I set? I I don't know how to sell stuff. I mean, I'm gonna find out, but
You want this?
anywho. But that's just my 2 cents on things. I mean, I know this is kind of random. It's 1:30 in the morning. I gotta go work tomorrow, you know. But that's the thing, right? Is Diablo 2 is cool. Diablo 3 is my favorite. I couldn't recommend it enough to really anybody. You know, if it's like, oh well, you know, if you want a game where you can just sit down, not have to break out Excel to play a game, download Diablo 3. If you have an Xbox, it's on Game Pass. If you have Game Pass on your PC, I'm pretty sure it's on Game Pass, and so is the first Diablo. If you want a little more oomph, I haven't played the first Diablo, so don't take my word for it that it's good or bad. I don't know. I mean, obviously it has to be good. There's 4 other games after it. But I'm getting sidetracked. But that's my thing, right? Is I don't like Path of Exile because I know how to work Excel, but that doesn't mean I want to use it to play a video game. It's like the people in Destiny who are like, "Oh, you're not running like okay, obviously I haven't played Destiny in like forever, but we'll take it back like a couple of years. You're not running 100 resilient. Oh, you're not using. Hold up, let me think of just a random meta that people use to like raids. You're not using max resilience. Okay, weird, but whatever. Oh, you don't run a void grenade. You don't run what was it called? I don't remember it, but it weakened the boss basically. Oh, you're not using this, and you're not using a double slug with, you know, what is it? Well of Radiant. Ew. Oh, you're not using Divinity. Ew. What are you doing? Why do you even play the game, bro? You know you're losing out on like 1% of damage, right? It's the people like that that I don't personally. If that's how you play the game, that's cool. But I don't care enough to absolutely min max everything that I do. Like I could have cleared this. Like this mission, this quest could have probably been like 10 minutes. But no, because I explored and I just kind of talked. It took me nearly 45 minutes just because I just played the game. I didn't sit here and be like, okay, guys, so
Come along.
okay, so what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna go to your inventory. You're gonna put on this, that, and the other thing. Oh, and for skills, you're gonna do this and that and this and that. Oh, for arcane torment, yeah, you're gonna want to put on arcane mines, or better yet, no, actually, you're gonna want to put on like death blossom. You get what I'm saying? And if that's how you play the game, that's great. I'm glad that's how you play the game. I don't care. And hashtag, bro, it is 2026. We do not have to have the inventory system of a game that came out 30 years ago. You don't have to do that. Like, that is my biggest beef with any ARPG. Is why is that your inventory system? I get it. It's so that way you don't just bulk up on like thousands of pieces of equipment. The way they did it on the Switch version, at least that I know of, to me was one of the best ways to do it because you still had a cap of how much you could carry, but I felt like you could carry more, if that makes sense. Now, obviously, I did just start the game again, so I don't remember fully if you get more inventory space, but you should, you know, because I'm pretty sure that's something you could do is you could increase your inventory space because it was separated. It wasn't everything went into one pile. Everything was kind of separated out, and it made it more neat feeling. It made it more okay, cool. So I can carry 10 melee weapons, and I can carry 10 set offhand weapons. Okay, cool. That's it. That's all you need to know. You didn't need to know. Okay, well I have Let's see if that's 2, and each one of these slots is taken up by 2, and there are, what is that? 3 by. We'll say you have about, let's see, if this is 2, so you have about 60 slots. Please do not quote me. I took math in college. I finally graduated college, by the way. I don't know if I told you guys that, but I finally graduated. My graduation was Friday. It was really cool. Had to go to work after work. Very sad. But anywho, so it's been a while since I've had to do like in-depth math. But that's the thing. Is why is that it? I know this game came out 15 years ago. But do you see the game that's playing behind me? That's an inventory system that I can get behind. Because it's separated out. It's not just conglomerated into one mass of everything goes into one thing. You know? I don't know. And maybe that's just me being picky and weird. I don't know. Maybe I need to just grow up and just play the game. Probably. But, and then that's another thing, is why do we have a skill tree that is 15,000 nodes big? You don't need that. Although, it's probably for the people that sit there with a second monitor, because if you've noticed, I've been looking in this direction the entire time. The reason being is because my second monitor is over here, and I like looking at myself because I'm pretty. I feel pretty. But, that's the thing. Is if I wasn't recording, I would probably have like YouTube pulled up or, you know, something like that. But some people sit there and will have the game here and then they'll have like Excel pulled up here. And it's not like a small spreadsheet either. It's like a whole thing. And it's, you know, calculating percentages and this and that. And hey, I'll be honest with you, if you can do that and you can get behind that, maybe I'm just, you know, I'm not saying I ain't smart, because I think I'm pretty smart. However, if you can do that and be like, I understand that, then honestly, that's cool. That's power to you. I don't do that, because I don't care enough to sit here and figure out how to. I don't care how, if I do a backflip on a Tuesday 6 months ago, that's going to increase my damage by like 5 points. You know, it's cool, but I don't care. But anywho, before this video actually does hit the hour mark, I'm going to end it here. Anywho, I will catch you on the next one. I hope everyone has an amazing rest of their day, evening, or whenever you're outside to watch this, and hopefully I will upload again before 2 months from now. But I don't know. It just depends on how life goes. But anywho, I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.